Check, 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 check. Testing, 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 testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Bueller.
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 And good evening from Carson Park in Eau Claire. Second game of the day we'll have for you on Zaleski Sports. Earlier you watched Hudson defeat Eau Claire Memorial by a score of 5-0. Coming up next, Menomonie Mustangs 1-2 in the Big Rivers Conference, 1-5 overall, taking on the Eau Claire North Huskies, who come in with a record of 3-2 and 2-1 in the BRC. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, joined up in the booth by former Eau Claire Memorial head coach Dave Sparger. And Sparger will start with the conditions. Well, we don't have any precipitation, which we got snow, grapple, but no rain in game one. So we don't have that now. There is a little bit of a breeze, and game time temperature 37 degrees. As a coach, what do you tell your guys to what you have to do, not just to stay warm and stay loose, but stay mentally engaged in the game?
Yeah, I think just all part of that plays a factor is just stay mentally sharp. And what you can do is obviously keep moving. You want them to stay warm. You want to make sure they're staying ready to go. So the more the kids get up and move and run down to the pole and back between innings, keep the energy up high, keep the cheering, keep that just all that positive flow going, and just kind of keep your body moving and keep that heat going inside the best you can. And the other factor, you just got to tell the guys, make sure you dress appropriately. You said, like, you're talking about 37, 38 degrees. You got to make sure you're layered. You want the guys to make sure they're staying warm and not getting too cold. And I see a lot of guys have even got the hand warmer stuck behind their pants, at the belt, like they do with football. So they're being smart, having those things available to them, and making sure everything else stays warm and ready to go.
These two teams met Tuesday over at Wakanda Park in Menomonie. It was the Huskies battling their way to a 14-8 extra inning win against the Mustangs. When we saw Menomonie last year, the overall record didn't look all that impressive, but you could tell there was some really good young talent for head coach Zach Sloviak, and so many of those guys back with just that year of experience under their belt.
Yeah, that program just keeps getting, that opportunity to get better and better. And, Coach Sloviak is getting those young kids to buy in, getting them to work hard, continue to improve, play during the summer, really trying to get them to play more baseball over there. That's kind of the thing we've talked about with Menomonie baseball, is that it really is a football town, let's be honest. That's what it bleeds over there is football. And so even in the summer, they're trying to schedule all their baseball program around what the football's got going on. So, Coach Sloviak's really trying to get them to buy in, to get more involved with the baseball stuff in the summer, because, again, the more you play, the better you're going to get, the more opportunities you get to improve. So, he's going to get that opportunity with really helping that program develop.
And this Eau Claire North Huskies team doing what Huskies teams of the past have done, and that's hit the ball. and they've been putting up some runs, and they've been getting a lot of hits. And it's impressive for a team that really only brings back 3 regulars. Jack Kane, the second baseman, Logan Hesselman, the shortstop, and Brayton Tillman, the left fielder.
Yeah, it just seems like year in and year out, the Huskies just hammer the baseball. It's such a good program to begin with, and then they've just kept, that hitting style, whatever they're teaching them, they do such a nice job, and those kids just keep bringing it in. It's like, with the Huskies, it's not rebuild, it's reload. It's your turn to come in and start hammering the baseball, so the next guy up, and they just seem to carry that over year to year.
Maddox Gertz will be on the mound for the Huskies. We saw him last week against D.C. Everest, and not overpowering, but he mixes his pitches and is around the plate.
Yeah, he actually came in relief last Saturday against D.C. Everest, I think it was, and did a really nice job. We talked about the starter struggle. They had a lot of walks, and Gertz came in and just righted the ship. Boy, he came in and threw strikes, didn't have hardly any walks, made them put the ball in play, and the Huskies played great defense behind him, and they ended up walking away with a nice victory there against Everest.
Here's the batting order for the Mustangs. Trayson Witt will bat first and play third base. Owen Welch will bat second and play second. Kane Johnson, the catcher, will bat third. Ben Bistel, the DH, will bat fourth. Cage Sorensen, the left fielder, will bat fifth. Izzy Burt, the shortstop, will bat sixth. Lane Deutsch, the right fielder, will bat seventh. Parker Verdon, the first baseman, will bat eighth. And James Hoff, the center fielder, will bat ninth for the Menomonie Mustangs, who will have A.J. Zadowski on the mound today. Defensive lineup for the North Huskies. Maddox Gertz on the mound. Jack Gorman will catch. Chase Watkins is over at first. Jack Kane will play second. Logan Hesselman is the shortstop. James Jarzynski at third. Outfield, left to right, Brayton Tillman, Trenton Palmer, and Ryan Hall. Menomonie Mustangs in the gold uniforms with the maroon lettering and trim, the white pants. Huskies in their home white jerseys with the Columbia blue trim and numerals. Spectrum Insurance is an independent insurance agency offering a full range of personal and business insurance services throughout 19 office locations in Wisconsin. We have a team of insurance agents with diverse areas of expertise ready to protect you from the unexpected. Visit SpectrumInsGroup.com. The spring yard prep event is going on now at Fleet Farm. Score savings on soil, seed, mulch, and fertilizer as you get ready to bring your yard back to life. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. You can get high-quality printed marketing materials at Allegra Eau Claire. Locally owned and operated and ready to serve you on East Claremont Avenue, just a block east of Memorial High School. Allegra Eau Claire is your one-stop source for design, print, mail, and signs. 715-835-1959 for high-quality printed marketing materials at Allegra Eau Claire and AllegraEauClaire.com. Looking to sell your residential property in the Chippewa Valley? Choose Jack Wall and Assist to Sell. Save an average of $5,000. Jack Wall and Assist to Sell have been helping area homeowners sell their house and save thousands. Call Jack with Assist to Sell, 715-831-6410. That's 715-831-6410 for a free consultation. And if you're looking for a place to feed your family after work, the game, or this weekend, go to Pizza Del Rey for hot pizza, salad bar, and more. Pizza Del Rey has been feeding Eau Claire since 1976. Find Pizza Del Rey on North Hastings Way in Eau Claire and Facebook today. Have all your landscape needs tailored to you with Grounds Pro Landscape Group. Grounds Pro Landscape Group provides full-service landscape management services to residents and businesses throughout the Chippewa Valley. Lawn care, irrigation, decks, patio, and more made easy for you by Grounds Pro Landscape Group. You can find Grounds Pro Landscape Group on Truax Boulevard or on Facebook today. Trayson Witt, the third baseman, will step in to get it going for the Menomonie Mustangs against the right-hander Maddox Gertz. Game time temperature a balmy 37 degrees. The good news is the wind is dying down a bit. It was blowing pretty good in that first game, but not quite so bad in Game 2. The lights are on here at Carson Park. Gertz delivers outside. And this ball game is underway. Outfield medium deep and pretty much straight away. That one rolled foul down the third base line. 1-1 to Witt.
Kind of an interesting note here with the Menomonie Mustangs. One of their assistant coaches is Jeff Abbott. Jeff Abbott was the head coach of Eau Claire Memorial back in the 80s.
And was an assistant coach with the Abes, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he did come back with Casey.
Yep, came back with Casey Eckert, and then has been over at Menomonie sometime. And
yeah, I just decided to get back into it, really missed it, and was looking to help out their program.
Zach Sloviak's staff also includes a couple guys that I've played with in men's league and things like that. Luke Welch and Chad Zutter. That one misses low, and Trayson Witt is on with a leadoff walk. So runner at first, nobody out, and Owen Welch will step in, second baseman for the Mustangs.
Yeah, we'll see if the Mustangs want to stay aggressive here and let them swing away, or if they're going to try to produce a run early.
Witt squares. There's the throw by Gorman, and Witt scrambles back in time.
Showing bunt, but pulled back nicely when he knew it wasn't going to be a strike. So, again, we'll see what Welch wants to do here.
Watkins, the first baseman, holding on Trayson Witt. Runner stays put. Gertz delivers upstairs. It's 2-0. Well, we talked about it a lot in our first game today, Spargs, and it's the same case here. For the pitchers, the most important thing, along with being loose, is just being able to get a good grip on the ball.
Yeah, that's always a little tougher situation when it gets this cold. I mean, we're now in, like you said, 37, 30 degrees. You got to allow those kids to blow on their hands on the mound. I know usually you're not allowed to do that, but when it gets this cold, you've got to allow them to try to keep those hands and fingers warm.
2-1 pitch from Gertz. Runner goes, lifted into center field. Palmer coming on, makes the catch. They got a play at first. Got him! Double play!
What a gun by Trenton Palmer out there in center field. Mustangs going with a little hit and run action. Popped it up out there to center. And Palmer with the nice catch and just rifles it over to first base to double him off.
So Kane Johnson, the catcher, steps in, and instead of a big inning, he's coming up to bat with 2 down. Wow, what a throw by Palmer. He lifts one on the infield. Catcher Gorman going over and makes the catch.
Nice
Huskies
job by Gorman.
playing some defense in the top of the first. They will come to bat when we return on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Calling all number crunchers, math nerds, and abacus sliders. Eau Claire Truck and Trailer is looking for a full-time bookkeeper. This position allows you to be in a great work environment with awesome people and top pay. Accounting professionals and bookkeepers, call Eau Claire Truck and Trailer today, 715-874-6820, or stop into the office just off I-94 at exit 59. Eau Claire Ford Lincoln Quick Lane buys nice used vehicles every day of the week except Sundays. We'll give you a fair on-the-spot cash offer with no pressure. Eau Claire Ford Lincoln Quick Lane. Security Health Plan helps individuals and businesses find the right health insurance program for kids, adults, and families. Security Health Plan will also help you navigate Medicare and Medicaid. Self-employed? No problem. Security Health Plan. Promises kept, plain and simple. Stepping in for the Huskies is Jack Kane. Kane, Brayton Tillman, Logan Hesselman, the scheduled hitters here in the first inning for the Huskies against the right-hander A.J. Zadowski.
Jack Kane, fun guy to watch play baseball. Truly a special athlete for Eau Claire North and one of the best hitters in the area, that's for sure.
He was the quarterback on the North Huskies football team. Takes a strike from Zadowski. Also a first-line forward for the Huskies boys hockey team. And, well, last time we saw him spar, he was on base every time, and he was just scoring up the ball and dropping in a whole bunch of hits.
Yeah, I think he was on base all 5 times, all 5 plate appearances with 3 hits. So, yeah, he is definitely a great table setter.
One of a number of lefty hitters in this Husky lineup. 1-1 pitch from Zadowski. A.J. Zadowski, just a sophomore. A couple of sophomores in the starting lineup for the Mustangs. Count now 2-2 to Kane. I know the coach is very high on that class, the guys that are now sophomores.
Yeah, it's great when you get sophomore that varsity experience early like that.
And Zadowski drops in strike 3.
Came with a backdoor curveball. Started it off the plate. It came back, found that outside edge. Great looking pitch right there for Zadowski.
Yeah, that's got to be a confidence boost for him, especially if you can retire Jack Kane and keep him off the bases. Now Brayton Tillman, another lefty hitter, steps in for North. That pitch up and in.
Get the late strike call on that one to run it to 1-1. 1-1 on the count here to Tillman.
Bottom of the first inning here from Carson Park. Lifted foul. And Sadowski ahead in the count, 1-2. That one inside. Tillman skipping out of the way of that pitch.
Yeah, jumping up and over that pitch, actually. Showed some good footwork to avoid that one.
You know, considering all the rain we had yesterday, Sparks, field looks in pretty good condition here at Carson Park.
Yeah, it sure does. You know, even the first game today had that snow and a little bit of drizzle kind of coming down for most of the game. And you look out in the parking lot, soaking wet, but out here in the field, it looks in great shape.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch to Tillman. There's that other curveball, and he drops it in for another called strikeout.
Yeah, he came with that 2-2 and was just a little wide. Mustangs wanted the call, but sure enough, he went back-to-back with it. And this time he picks up the corner. Back-to-back looking strikeouts.
You can get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Now Logan Hesselman stepping in. And he will reach base via the hit by pitch.
Well, he's trying to sell that hit by pitch, I think. Home plate umpire is going to ask for help on this one because the catcher was really like, I don't think it did. Catcher slid over and blocked it, but yeah, they're going to go ahead and say that Hesselman got hit on the foot, so he'll get first base.
Yeah, and it helped that everybody in the north dugout was saying, got him. So now James Jarzynski batting in the cleanup spot for the Huskies.
Yeah, he's moved up in the order since Saturday, hitting down around that 6-7 hole. He's moved up into the cleanup spot now.
He had a nice game against Everest as well. Making good contact. Takes a strike from Zadowski. Hesselman the runner at first with 2 down. 0-1 pitch. And this is outside.
Good job by Johnson there, getting down, blocking that one, not allowing that runner to move up.
Short lead for Hesselman. Jarzynski, line drive, base hit.
Well, he stays
Hesselman will
hot.
hold at second. Yeah, we mentioned he moved up in the order and demonstrating why right there. Now, first and second, 2 down, and Trenton Palmer at the plate.
Well, and just like that, the Huskies threaten here in the first inning. First 2 guys go down looking, and you get a hit by bat, hit by pitch, and then you get a nice wrap single up the middle, and Huskies are first and second here with 2 outs.
Boy, left fielder Cage Sorensen way in against the left-handed hitting Palmer. Center fielder James Hoff is fairly shallow himself, and then the right fielder Lane Deutsch is also shallow and well off the line. 0-1 pitch. Line to right. Deutsch will play it on the hop. Hesselman will come in to score, and the Huskies grab an early lead. RBI single for Trenton Palmer.
Yeah, how about that for a little 2-out rally? Great swing by Palmer out there to right field.
Yeah, even with the right fielder playing in and well off the line, that ball just dropped in, and now runners at the corners for Chase Watkins, another left-handed hitter.
Yeah, we'll see if the Huskies want to put Palmer on the move here to kind of create that first and third havoc on the bases.
Runner stays put. Watkins, high fly ball to center. James Hoff going back, still going back, and makes a nice running catch in center field. The Huskies get a run on 2 hits, and after one, they lead this one by a score of 1-0 over Menomonie. We're back with more on Zaleski Sports.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Top of the second inning. Here at Carson Park, the North Huskies on top by a score of 1-0. Getting a run on a pair of hits in the bottom half of the first inning. Menomonie will send up 4, 5, and 6 in their batting order. Ben Bistel, Cage Sorensen, and Izzy Burt against the right-hander Maddox Gertz, who did walk the leadoff hitter, but then got the unconventional F8-3 double play. And then got the third out. Gertz pitching out of the stretch, comes inside to Bistel. I'll say one thing, we talk about staying loose for the players in these kind of conditions. Both teams are, I tell you, they're up in the dugout and chattering and moving around, and that's one way to stay warm. Is
plenty of chatter coming out of the
jaws
dugouts.
working.
Yeah, exactly.
1-1 pitch, bounce foul. Kind of an ole by Zach Sloviak down there in the third base coaching box.
Yeah, he's smart enough to let that go.
Yeah, you're not going to, a barehanded stab of a fairly hard-hit ball in 37-degree weather.
Yeah, it's one of those ole right there.
Correction, 35, Sparks.
Oh, check the other app.
In case anybody was wondering. I'll go back to the other app and see which.
As Gertz just threw that behind the hitter. So he's feeling that affects maybe a little bit, too, of the
Yeah,
cold.
he doesn't have the control that we saw when he came in relief last week against DC Everest, although that was an 80-degree
Yeah, yes,
game,
it
right?
was.
Yeah, okay.
Close. Got half a flinch there from the whole plate umpire, but that'll run that count full to 3-2.
Oh, yeah, that app has 36 degrees. So. Another foul ball, and Zach Sloviak evades over there at third. So, yeah, my one weather app says 36 degrees, the other one says 35. We'll go with the warmer one. Positive thinking. 3-2 pitch. Misses outside. And Ben Bistel, a leadoff walk to start the second.
Yeah, that was good at bat there for Bistel. He fouled off a couple of pitches. So he saw about 6-7 pitches in that bat. That's a quality at bat and draws the walk to start out the inning.
Cage Sorensen will step in to bat for the first time in this game. Plays left field for the Mustangs, and another one of those sophomores. Little roller, it goes foul. Yeah, there's just no substitute for experience. And, for these sophomores, and a lot of them saw playing time last year as freshmen, and the idea is that,
Yeah, if they're your best players, if you honestly believe that they're the best players and give you a chance to win, get them on the field. I was in a situation where I had to play a couple of freshmen, early on, and again, just because they were just that talented and were able to fill some spots for us, and it pays benefits down the road. That's for sure.
Way back in the day, Sparks, and maybe you can relate to this because I'm guessing you were one of the guys that got brought up to the varsity at a younger age. I got called up to the high school baseball varsity as a sophomore, but that was later in the season.
Yeah.
It wasn't at the beginning. And little roller left side, Jarzynski, the scoop, the throw to second in time there.
Yeah,
No
good job by
chance on the
Jarzynski
relay.
getting that lead runner, really making sure of that good throw. It was hit too softly to turn two anyway. So, again, good job fielding it, good grip, hum it over there, and get that lead runner. So, stay with one out, runner on first.
But what I remember as a sophomore is that, especially being called up later in the year, you just didn't want to let down the older guys.
Oh,
You knew you had, all eyes were kind of on you, and you just – forget about what the coach is. You wanted to impress your
exactly.
older
especially
teammates.
Especially the seniors, right? You didn't want to come in there
and that was
lay an egg for them. Yeah,
that was a senior-dominated team. Here's a chopper left side, Hesselman. He's going to go to first.
Yeah, good decision right
They
there by
got the out
Hesselman.
there.
Yeah, that would have been a tough play to scoop and try to get to second with that one. His momentum's going towards first, so make the easy play. Just go with your momentum, make that throw across the diamond. You got two outs and a guy on second, but a nice play by Hesselman.
That was Izzy Burt, retired on the 6-3 putout. And now Lane Deutsch, the right fielder, will come up to bat. Mustangs looking to answer that single run that the Huskies scored in the bottom of the first. Deutsch taking that one for a strike. That one missed just a little high. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, Deutsch is looking to come up here with a big two-out hit. Like you said, see if he can drive it to the outfield and tie this game up.
Swung through that one, 1-2.
Fastball up and in, took a good hack.
One ball, two strikes. 2-2 now to Deutsch. Sorensen took a really good secondary lead there.
Yeah, I think more of a distraction thing more than trying to attempt a steal, that's for sure.
Ooh, Deutsch takes that one. And boy, there are a lot of guys in that north dugout that were ready to start celebrating. And the umpire's a lot closer than we are, Sparks. And he ruled it a ball, 3-2 pitch. And that's low.
Yep, that'll run full.
So we have first and second now for the Mustangs, and Parker Verdon, the first baseman, will step up to bat.
Yeah, Deutsch got behind in the count early, but battled, got himself on first base there with that walk. So first and second here for the Mustangs.
Gertz delivers a strike.
Yeah, Gertz had a little extra on that one. He's not real happy with walking the last batter when he was ahead in the count, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think he really wanted that 2-2 pitch as well. 0-1 now. Deutsch, or check that, Verdon had a notion, but held up. Ball and a strike to Parker Verdon. Runners at first and second, two down, top of two.
Just a little high on that one.
A little upstairs for Gertz. You know, one of the things every pitcher at every level's got to get used to is what's the zone? What's the strike zone? Because every umpire is going to be a little different.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you try to figure out. Is he going to give me the outside edge? Is he going to give me inside, up, down?
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now, the count to Parker Verdon.
Of course, if you're Gertz and you just throw the fastball by him, make him swing, that takes that factor
that'll
out of
work.
it, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
That'll work. Middle infielder's trying to keep that lead runner close. Gertz trying to shoot that corner, and once again, the North assistant coaches are wondering where that pitch was.
Yeah, that was tough. I'll tell you that. Like you said, that was a good pitch. I'm maybe just a tad low, but that was a tough pitch because now you got 3-2, 2 outs. The runners are going to be going, so anything put in play here is going to help the Mustangs.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch, grounded to short. Hesselman has it. He's going to go across to first for the out. And the Huskies work out of trouble. Mustangs get a pair of runners on, but leave them stranded. We move to the bottom of the second. North coming to bat and leading 1-0.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
We are back at Carson Park in Eau Claire. I'm glad you could join us today on Zaleski Sports. Number of games in central and western Wisconsin, including the 2 here at Carson Park. Big Rivers baseball, it was Hudson in game 1 of our doubleheader, defeating Eau Claire Memorial 5-0. Here in the nightcap, the North Huskies leading the Menomonie Mustangs 1-0 as we move to the bottom of the second inning. Huskies will send up Jack Gorman, Ryan Hall, and then Jack Kane, the top of the order, against the right-hander A.J. Zadowski, who gave up a pair of hits and the run in the first inning, but for the most part pitched well, struck out the first 2 batters of the game. Gorman takes that one outside.
Yeah, the Huskies did all their damage last half of the inning with 2 outs. So
right. Yeah, Logan Hesselman was hit by a pitch, and they punched a couple hits together and got on the board. There's another one misses outside by Zadowski. These 2 teams went back and forth on Tuesday, and it was North winning in extra innings 14-8.
Yeah, that was a high-scoring affair over there.
The count now 3-0 to Gorman.
Yeah, Zadowski's got to eliminate the free passes against the Huskies. It's just too dangerous at the plate, to give them the free stuff. You got to make them earn everything.
Delivers a strike there. Count is 3-1. That one, Hope says catches the outside corner. It's 3-2.
Yeah, good job by Zadowski. We talked about it. It was important for him to get back in the count, and he has to run it full.
3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter here in the second, Jack Gorman. Zadowski delivers. Swing and a miss. Zadowski records his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Yeah, swung right through that high fastball. So, again, a great job. Falling behind 3-0. Comes back with 3 consecutive strikes.
Ryan Hall now steps in for the Huskies, the right fielder. Another.
Tunumiak's actually up, Brad.
Oh, my mistake.
Forgot about him.
My mistake.
There's that breaking pitch to get ahead 1-0.
Another strike. Well, I tell you, if Zadowski can spot that curveball, that definitely is in his best interest.
Yeah, that'd be the great neutralizer here. You're right. Huskies are a very good fastball hitting team. If he can snap that curveball off and keep getting it off that outside edge or things like, especially against those lefties, he's had a lot of success going back door on that thing, starting it off the plate and then catching the outside edge for a strike. So it's been a good pitch against the lefties. Runs that a little high. Again, he falls behind in the count now.
Tamaniak doing a nice job coming back after falling in the hole early.
Actually, the scoreboard was wrong there. It's actually now 2-2.
I think everybody's chilly, Sparks, up here in the box. And
we're trying to just make sure everything still works. Full count again.
One down here in the second. Swing and a miss. Sadowski records his fourth strikeout.
Yeah, I don't know if those guys are starting to sit on that breaking ball. You know, you got the first couple of hitters on that backdoor breaker, and all of a sudden these last two, he's just come gas. He's gone high fastball and gotten the guys to try to chase up after it and swing and miss. So, again, Zadowski, very good start here the second inning.
So now Ryan Hull will step in, the number 9 hitter for the Huskies. Yeah, if he can get those corners and drop that curveball in, like he did just there, it's, again, you're just giving that hitter something to think about. And you know he's spotting his curveball, and if you start sitting curve, he's got enough, arm strength that he can go upstairs and throw the fastball past you. That one just missed outside.
Yeah, very true. He's got that curveball, again, enough speed difference, too, where it just makes his fastball look that much quicker. Gets on top of you.
Yeah, nice, easy motion up there. Doesn't seem to be overexerting himself, but he can get the ball up there quickly. Misses up and in to Hull. Huskies would love to get Hull on base and get the top of the order back up there. That one catches the corner. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Huskies leading 1-0. That one missed up and in. The count runs full.
Yeah, not quite enough bite on that curveball that time. Sadowski's been a full count to all 3 hitters this inning.
But the first 2 guys swinging. Let's see what he throws here. Went with the fastball outside and missed, so Ryan Hull works the 2-out walk, and it's back to the top of the order. And Jack Kane, who struck out looking to lead off the bottom of the first for the Huskies.
Huskies trying to create that 2-out rally again.
Outfield medium deep. And now the left fielder Sorensen is going to move over towards center and in.
Yeah, if Jack Kane can find a gap here, he's going to have a triple standing.
If he could find the gap or pull one down the line. Late break. And the runner is safely in at second.
Great read by Hull there. He saw the pitch down in the dirt, got that secondary lead, and was decisive, quick. Make a good decision and go. If you hesitate, you're going to get thrown out there, but he didn't. Good job by him getting in scoring position.
1-0 now the count to Jack Kane. This was just what the Huskies would script. Kane takes that one upstairs. It's 2-0 now. Kane is sitting on a good hitter's count here. Going to look for something in his zone.
Yeah, sitting on a 2-0 pitch. He's definitely looking for a pitch in his zone.
Right fielder Lane Deutsch, just before that Before Zadowski stepped up, moved a couple feet to his right.
Well, tough pitch, 2-0, and he comes back with a curveball for a strike. You know that there's no way that Kane's just sitting on that of her 2-0 pitch.
And with Deutsch moving over towards center field again, that opens up even more space down the line. 2 balls and a strike, 2 down. Runner at second. Kane being very patient. Now ahead in the count, 3-1.
Open base here. I wouldn't be surprised if Zadowski doesn't come with that curveball again, 3-1 here.
Lifted in the air. Long run for Hoff. Still on his horse.
He dropped it.
Can't corral it. A run scores. Kane will stay at second. An RBI double for Jack Kane. And the Huskies lead it 2-0.
Well, great effort by Hoff. He had a long way to go for that. When we talked about how shallow they were playing, and sure enough, Jack Kane rips one into that right center gap, hit it a mile, and Hoff just took off after it and makes a diving attempt. Could not come up with it, so a double for Kane and an RBI.
Brayton Tillman now with an RBI situation for the Huskies, who now lead it 2-0. Yeah, with the outfielders playing shallow, it's the usual, hey, we're going to cut off the hits, but see if you can hit it over our heads, and that time Jack Kane did just that.
Yeah, you're right. That is kind of the strategy. You bring your outfielder in a little bit to try to take away those little, lazy fly balls that drop sometimes. But, boy, you leave yourself open. It's tougher to cover the gaps, and it's tough when that ball gets hit farther, that's for sure.
Tillman to left.
He's got a long
Sorensen
run.
going back. It's over his head. Kane will score. Tillman in at second with the stand-up double. The Huskies extend their lead. It is 3-0.
Just like that, they've burned the outfield twice. Another 2-out rally for the Huskies, this time putting 2 on the board.
Logan Hesselman now the batter. Hesselman was hit by a pitch and came around to score in the first inning. Well, and I think the logic, too, is cold night.
Yeah, you figure the ball's not going to carry as well.
Ball's not going to carry. Advantage to your pitcher.
But the Huskies are just such good hitters, strong hitters. You're just kind of playing with fire right there, getting too shallow.
And they're, like a lot of high school teams, very contagious. Once the hits start going, it's
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody's confidence is up, and you got a lot of guys that are just good contact hitters.
This could be tricky.
One hop to Burt. He can't make a play, and the inning continues.
Yeah, that was a cue shot right off the end of the bat, and you knew that when that hit the dirt, it was going to be tough, and he just kind of tried to smother it up so it wouldn't get past him, and which is good because, again, if that gets past him, it scores a run. So he does keep it in the infield, so no runs scored, but first and third now.
So now James Jarzynski, who singled in the first inning. Chance to bring home another run. Huskies already have scored twice this inning, and they lead at 3-0. Zadowski delivers low to Jarzynski.
Decision here now is when do you want to send Hesselman at first base? Do you want to let Jarzynski get ahead in the count, let him up swings, or do you want to try to get to second so he can score you on a single?
They are holding Hesselman at first. Now he's going.
Yeah, he'll make that
pitch is
stand.
in the dirt, and Hesselman is in.
Picked a good one to go on. Pitch in the dirt and outside. Just tried to great job by the catcher to get to it, that's for sure.
Yeah,
As Johnson was able to block it. Yeah.
Doing a heck of a job, a backhanded scoop. Well, now Jarzynski ahead in the count 2-0 and a chance to knock in a pair.
Yeah, and he had a bullet last time he was up.
Zadowski now pitching out of the windup. 2-0 pitch. Count now 3-0.
Well, Zadowski's learning a lesson here, just a sophomore, how hard it is to get that third out in an inning. Again, he cruised for the first two, get the first two guys out, and then, just to find a way to get that third out and get off the field. It's not that easy.
Jaroszynski takes a strike. Yeah, and second time through in the order. And you remember in the first inning, Kane went down looking. Tillman went down looking. Well, what happens in the second inning? They both hit doubles.
Yeah, exactly right. Second time through the order. Get those good looks.
3 balls and a strike to Jaroszynski.
Another.
Grounded up the middle. Bert's
Sure
not going to
enough.
get it. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run, and the Huskies keep the inning going.
Jaroszynski staying hot. Little 2 RBI single. Still with 2 outs.
So Tillman and Hesselman both come around on the RBI single by James Jaroszynski. It's 5-0 Huskies. And Sparks, in conditions like this, I think it's, again, Menomonie had a lot of chatter in that dugout, a little quieter over there now, and the Huskies are kind of feeling it. And now Trenton Palmer will step in. Palmer had a single back in the first. And the Huskies got their first run. 4 runs in here in inning number 2. Runner goes. Jaroszynski safe on the stolen base.
Close play. Jaroszynski just too quick. Good slide into the bag. Making that for a tough tag.
So now a 2-0 count to Palmer. He's got a good RBI situation going here.
Yeah, he sure does. Jaroszynski the lead off second. He's definitely got the speed to score on a single that gets through. Palmer singled his first time up, too.
Takes that one for a strike. Good pitch from Zadowski.
Yeah, a real good spot on that 2-0. He didn't want to groove one down the middle. He came on that inside edge. So a good 2-0 pitch.
Palmer, the 8th batter to hit this inning for the Huskies. And another good pitch to Palmer, who kind of was caught between holding up and swinging.
Yeah, he got all
nice
tied up on
breaking
that one.
ball
Yep.
that just broke in and down on that lefty hitter. That's a tough pitch.
Yeah, he's just one strike away now getting out of this.
2-2 pitch. Missed inside. The count is full.
Yeah, he went back-to-back on those sliders, and that time Palmer was familiar with that look and was able to hold up easily on that one as it went inside.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Zadowski steps off. They're going to run through the signs again. Key point in this baseball game. Huskies looking to extend their lead. Driven to
Crushed.
right and deep. Lane Deutsch going back, still going back. It's all the way to the fence. Jaroszynski will score another double for the Huskies. They have busted out the bats in this second inning and now lead it 6-0.
That just missed from getting out of the ballpark as it hit the base of the fence in right field.
So now head coach Zach Sloviak is going to go out and talk to his sophomore right-hander who really looked good in that first inning. I mean, he started the game with a pair of called strikeouts. And the Huskies got a run in, but, you're thinking, all right, he got through the first and once again started the second inning with a pair of strikeouts, but once again a 2-out rally. And, boy, I tell you, once the Huskies got back to the top of the order, second time through, boy, they were selective at the plate and not swinging, for the most part, not swinging at balls, and guys just did their thing. And
Yeah.
they've just been, putting it over outfielders, finding gaps, and
Yeah, I think the biggest thing you said, Brad, was his second time through the order. All of a sudden those guys the first time were really a little taken back by his big curveball and how he was able to backdoor it and put it where he wanted to put it. Well, second time through the order, they were getting ahead in the count, so they didn't have to worry about that breaking ball. They're sitting there going, all right, you can throw that anytime you want, but if you're behind the count, you're going to have to come with a fastball sometime. And every time he came back with that fastball, the Huskies were ready for it and just hammered it. So that's their third double in the inning.
I believe so, yeah. So now Chase Watkins, the 9th hitter to bat in this inning, will step in, another lefty against the righty A.J. Zadowski. And we have a balk. So Palmer will move to third.
Zadowski didn't come set, kind of broke through that set. You know, you've got to come down and pause for a split second. He kind of went down and just broke right through it, and that'll be a balk. That'll send the runner to third.
Again, it's early, Sparks, but the margin's already 6. And you know, somebody on that North coaching staff is thinking, boy, if we could wrap this thing up in 5,
oh, absolutely,
so much the better.
Yeah, they're going to keep tacking runs on as best they can, no doubt.
And 1 the count to Chase Watkins, who had that one timed up pretty well, just followed it back to the screen. Takes that one upstairs. It's 1-1.
Mustangs are starting to scramble a little bit, trying to get their bullpen going.
Got a couple guys heading down there to the bullpen.
Yeah, we're getting late into this inning now where Zadowski's thrown a lot of pitches this inning. Fatigue can be a factor now when you get up into the upper 20s or low 30s for pitches in an inning. He's probably closing in on that right now.
Yeah, like I said, he struck out the first 2 guys this inning and was in great shape. Now just having some problems finding the strike zone. It's 3-1 now to Chase Watkins. Five runs in this inning for the Huskies, who lead at 6-0. And Watkins works a walk. So we've got runners at the corners. We go back to Jack Gorman, who feels like 20 minutes ago led off this inning by striking out.
Yeah, he went down swinging last time on a full count and a high fastball, so he's looking to redeem himself.
Again, this is his second time through the order for the Huskies, and they certainly brought their bats with them today to Carson Park.
Yeah, it's kind of a takeoff from Tuesday when they scored, 7 or 6 in the extra inning. So it's kind of just kept it going. Mustangs setting their defense here on a first and third situation here with 2 outs.
We'll see if Watkins is in motion there at first base. The throw back to third, but Palmer back.
Yeah, I think Coach Fish is going to get Gorman that 1 strike to get him to have a free swing. But now here's where you're going to look for maybe that runner taking off, going to create a situation. Maybe they can steal a run.
Yeah, again, the margin is 6, and if you get a chance to tack on here, good hack by Gorman, but now he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, a real good swing right there. Just missed it. Followed it back, straight back. But you got to believe Watkins is going on this one because even if he gets thrown out, it allows Gorman to come back with a new count and start the next inning.
Yep.
So,
I was kind of thinking that same thing, Sparks. No, Watkins is not going, and Gorman fouls another one straight
Gorman
back.
hanging. Yeah, 0-2 pitch was a good pitch. Fouls it back.
Big inning for the Huskies. 5 runs on 4 hits, including 3 doubles. Now the runner goes. No throw.
Yeah, Mustangs just playing it safe, just decided to keep it, especially when you're ahead in the count 0-2 like that. It almost looked like the Huskies were trying to draw a throw to first base and get him a little bit of a rundown and see if you could run that kid in from third during the rundown. But Mustangs weren't falling for it. Let them have the base, and let's see if they can get the strikeout here.
So you got 2 runners in scoring position here. Zadowski misses upstairs, 2-2.
Yeah, I lost the feel for that big bender that was so successful in the first inning.
Right fielder Deutsch, very shallow. Left and center are medium deep. It's been a good at-bat for Gorman. He's seen a lot of pitches and spoiled a few of them. Got a right-hander working out in that Menomonie bullpen.
Yeah, it's been a long inning for Zadowski. He's trying to grind this one out.
High fly ball to left. Sorensen coming in, and he makes the catch. The Huskies are finally retired, but not before they put up 5 runs in the second inning, and after 2 complete, they lead it by a score of 6-0. Third inning coming up after this on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Eau Claire North Huskies are running the first, 5 in the second. They lead Menomonie by a score of 6-0. As we move to the top of the third inning, the Mustangs will send up 9-1-2 in the order. James Huff, Trey Witt, and Owen Welch against the right-hander Maddox Gertz, who got a really long rest while his teammates were putting up a 5 spot.
Yeah, he did take some time out of the dugout there and go play catch on the side because, like you said, it was a long half inning. You had to make sure you kept that arm loose. Tell you the other thing I liked there at the end of that inning, Coach Sloviak of the Mustangs there, he brought his team together and had a little powwow with them and, kind of shook, tell them to shake that off and bounce back here a little bit. That was a rough inning, but they got to start it up again and start a rally here to start off the third.
Gertz delivers inside Huff. And Sparks, you know how it is as a coach. If you've got a young, talented group, I think there's more of that coaching that needs to be done. Bouncing ball. Jack Kane gobbles that up, throws to first for the out.
So much more mental part of the game with young kids, teaching and learning and those kind of things where when you've got a senior, they've been there, done that, so you kind of lean on their senior leadership. But like you said, when you're young like this, you got a lot of extra, coaching, teaching, and again, the mental part of the game so much more.
And I think so much of baseball, Sparks, is just like you said, it's mental, and part of it is just reducing the game to those smaller parts. Win the at-bat.
Yeah.
Win the half inning. And if you're Menomonie, you can't be staring at that scoreboard and thinking, oh boy, we're down 6.
Yeah, exactly.
You just have to, kind of put it out of your mind and just kind of break that game down to the.
Yeah, that's a daunting task,
pieces.
isn't it? If you look up there and go, oh my gosh, we're down 6-0, then yeah, it is a daunting task. If you come back in and go, all right, let's just get something on the board. Let's get a run across, let's get a hit, let's get something going. Then, like you said, you break it down into smaller components.
And the other part, too, is just because you're sophomores, you're here. This is varsity. Get out there and compete. Do what you can. Ball and 2 strikes now. A little pop-up. Maddox Gertz will call it, and he retires Trayson Witt.
Gertz showing off that great range there on the mound, huh?
Well, you mentioned that in Game 1, Sparks. There are times when the pitcher at this level You got to make it. If there's a play to be made, make it.
Yeah, that's the thing about high school baseball. A pitcher's one of your best athletes. Let's be honest. Those guys are talented, and so for them to go just field a ball or make a catch on a fly ball, it's like just let them do it. They're athletes, and obviously I'm making fun a little bit right there because Kurtz didn't have to go anywhere. That ball was sawed off and popped up right on top of him. So easy play there. Great pitch to saw him off.
Here's Owen Welch at the plate. He's behind in the count. 0-2. Welch hit into that 8-3 double play. The runner on and that runner in motion. Welch flew out to center field. Trenton Palmer made the catch and threw to first in time to double off Trayson Witz, who had let off the game with a walk. Ball and 2 strikes now to Welch. Gertz missing low. It's 2-2.
Well, if you're the Huskies here, you're looking for that quick half inning. Want Gertz to get in here, throw a strike, and let's get it in the dugout.
Little roller, really tough play. Who's going to pick it up? Gertz does, and there's no play to be made. And it's an infield hit for Luke Welch, who got down the line in a hurry.
Yeah, the old swing and bunt.
Well, you could not have rolled that one out there better, in a better spot. So now the catcher, Kane Johnson, comes up to bat. 0 for 1. For Gertz, who's been throwing out of the stretch, this is not going to be much of a change, although he's got to pay some attention to the runner at first, although you don't expect the Mustangs to be running in a situation down by 6 runs. Gertz ahead in the count, 0-1 to Kane Johnson.
Yeah, you're right. He's playing it safe there at first base. Short lead.
Little roller back to the mound. Gertz has it. Throws a little high, but in time. And the Mustangs are retired in their half of the 3rd inning. It's Eau Claire North coming to bat, bottom 3, and leading by a score of 6-0 on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Ben Bistel now pitching for the Menomonie Mustangs after A.J. Zadowski worked the first 2. Ben Bistel, a senior. Bistel was the DH to begin this game. In fact, he'll be the leadoff hitter for the Mustangs when they come to bat, top of 4. But right now, Bistel focused on quieting down this North batting order that has pounded out 6 runs on 6 hits. 3 doubles in that last inning. 5 runs scored for North. And Sparks, you said it, right? It started kind of toward the end of that D.C. Everest game last week when the Huskies just started pounding the ball and scoring runs. It continued Tuesday over in Menomonie when North put up 14 runs in an extra inning win.
Yeah, such a strong suit for this program is the ability to hit and to tack on runs. And they don't just put up a crooked number. It's usually a big crooked number. As they showed last inning, putting up 5. It's a team that can just stack together hits and big runs.
Yeah, it's all about keeping the line moving. And, they may not have the big bopper in the lineup like they've had in recent years. With some players that were really power hitters, but they got a lot of guys with gap power. And that'll win you a lot of games at the high school level.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's a team you can't give extra outs to or extra bases to. And even that last half inning when they were up last time, they drew a couple of walks and they had an error. So, when teams are willing to give them extra outs, they're going to capitalize.
6 runs on 6 hits for the Huskies. North has yet to commit an error. Mustangs, no runs on a hit and 1 error. And it looks like we have some light snow flurries falling here at Carson Park, and my dueling weather apps have 34 and 35 degrees as our temperature. So pick whichever one you like.
Just keeps dropping, folks.
Yeah.
It just keeps dropping. Yeah. Good for the kids, though, to be into the game and playing well tonight in this condition. So not an easy way to play, but they're doing a great job out there.
And if you asked these guys today, hey, do you want to play or should we cut? No, these guys want to play. Lifted in the air. And there's room over there, and a nice catch made by the first baseman, Parker Verdon, to retire Nick Tumaniak. That's going to bring up number 9 hitter Ryan Hall. And how about a huge shout-out to Eau Claire North Athletic Director Mike Pernsteiner, who delivered hot chocolate to the booth.
Well, he is the player of the game right now.
Yeah, that's right. Now we're going to interview him after the game.
There you go.
Perny, thank you very much. Much appreciated. What's interesting, Sparks, I'm thinking, okay, when I get home tonight, what am I going to do? And it's like, well, maybe fire up some hot chocolate. So Perny was one step ahead of us. Pistol delivers low. It's 3-0 to Hall, and the last thing Bistel wants is to put the number 9 hitter on and then have to deal with that top of the North order. He delivers a strike there, 3-1.
Yeah, he gets the high strike call, like you said, to go to 3-1. Hall's going to be sitting on his pitch again. Let that 3-1 count. He's looking for something right down the middle.
Little roller. Parker Verdon, the scoop, the flip to Bistel in time.
Good
Nicely
job right
done.
there. Yeah, good job of the pitcher covering there. Bistel doing his job.
So we have 2 outs quickly here in the 3rd inning. It's going to bring up the top of the order for the North Huskies.
Well, we've
Jack
said
Kane
that
will
before,
step
haven't
in.
we?
Uh-huh.
First 2 guys
Yes,
up, first
we
2
have.
guys out, and then both innings, the Huskies have rallied for runs.
Bistel trying that curveball, misses outside.
So Jack Kane trying again to start that 2-out rally. Had a big bomb double off last time up.
Kane
Going
shoots
Apple.
one, fair ball. Down the line. Takes the big turn at first, on his way to second. And he's going to hold up there. He's got a double, his second of the game. You start running out of things to say about Jack Kane. He's a gamer.
Oh, he's
just an absolute gamer,
absolute,
and he will do whatever he can do to help his team win a game.
Well, here they go. Let's take that outside fastball and just rip it down the third baseline for a double. Let's take that inside curveball and rip it up, a double in the gap in right center. That's just a hitter. He's just a born hitter, taking that pitch wherever it is and just going with it. And Again, a classic. Nice job. Just a Jack Kane, again, we've talked about what a good hitter he is, folks, and that's one kid you got to come and watch.
Now, Brayton Tillman, another multi-sport athlete for the Huskies. Tillman doubled in that 5-run second. Takes a strike there from Bistel. Snow continues to fall here at Carson Park. Good hack by Tillman.
Yeah, straight back. He was right on it.
He's behind in the count 0-2. Huskies would love to tack on another run here. Mustangs would love to shut this inning down and get back up to hit. Luke Welch, the assistant coach,
showing off
gray
hands.
beard
There
and
you
all.
go.
You know, he mentioned that he was 49 this year, and he said he's almost eligible to play for the Chippewa Valley Timbers 50 and over team.
He's
And I said,
closing it out, yeah.
that gray beard, we'll get you in the lineup right now. No balls, 2 strikes. Bistel delivers a called strike 3.
Does his job, comes in and shuts him out.
Huskies leave a runner. We're through 3 completes. North leads Menomonie 6-0. Mustangs coming to bat top of 4 when we return on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
We are back at Carson Park. Light snowfall falling, but not heavy enough to really impact the game, and just kind of adds to the ambiance with the lights on. We did not have Christmas music playing during the break, although we probably could have. 4, 5, and 6 in the Mustangs batting order. Ben Bistel, who's now the pitcher for the Mustangs, will lead it off against the righty Maddox Gertz, who's only allowed the 1 hit through the first 3 innings.
Yeah, and that hit was just simply a swinging strike, or excuse me, a swinging bunt kind of dropped out there for him. So he's pitched well through 3.
Gertz trying to catch that outside corner, and that just missed by a bit. Do a pitch to Bistel, swung right through that one. He was looking to drive that ball.
Yeah, he didn't get cheated on that swing. It's a good 2-0 hack.
Left fielder Tillman, medium deep out there in left. Another swing and a miss, and a nice little wrinkle thrown by Gertz.
Yeah, I think if Gertz can come some off speed here, they'll get him way ahead of it.
Try to shoot that outside corner and just missed. So
Good.
Bistel has worked the count full.
Good job by Bistel laying off that tough pitch. Like you said, he runs it full.
Hard hit ball, but foul. Now Bistel's a big guy, and if he gets his pitch and times it up, that thing is It's going to travel some distance. As it is, just a long, loud strike. Three-two pitch from Gertz, and Bistel holds up. Well, that's a quality at bat there by Ben Bistel, the DH, and now the pitcher for the Mustangs. Just the fourth base runner of the game for Menomonie. Squares the bunt as Cage Sorensen takes that one for a strike.
Yeah, Sorensen trying to lay down a drag bunt right there. He was bunting for a hit. Just went right through it.
Check that, sixth base runner for the Huskies. Nice curveball thrown by Maddox Gertz that caught the inside corner. Bistel, the runner at first base. Count remains 0-2 to Sorensen.
Tough pitch there, way inside off the handle. Sorensen just pulls it hard and fouls it off to stay alive.
Lifted to left. Tillman going back, still going back. Makes the catch.
What a nice running catch for Tillman.
Now Brayton Tillman on his horse. And that ball that Sorensen hit just kept traveling after the bat. I thought, okay, routine fly ball, but with the wind blowing, and he squared up on that one pretty good, but Tillman hauls it in. So one down here in the top of the fourth. Burt bouncing ball, and it's going to get past the shortstop Hesselman. Base hit for Isaiah Burt. And the Mustangs have their second hit of the ball game. That's these last two, the fly ball by Sorensen. Not to mention that the foul ball by Bistel, the fly out by Sorensen, and now that hard hit ground ball. Those have been the three best at-bats this game for Menomonie.
Yeah, back-to-back hard hit balls.
And you would expect that that would be something that the Husky coaches are keeping track of, along with pitch count. And as I say that,
there you go. There's action in the bullpen.
Yep. Gertz trying to shoot that outside corner and didn't get the call there. It's 2-0.
Yeah, Deutsch had a really good at bat last time too, with able to draw the walk. He ran it about 6-7 pitches deep into that one and drew a walk. So again, he's ahead in this count, 2-0.
In a nice move by the catcher, Jack Gorman, to go out there and just talk to his pitcher. Just say, hey, look, we got a 6-run lead. Just make your pitches, do what you got to do. And of course, in doing that, he's buying more time for the guys out there in the bullpen.
Absolutely, let's them get settled in and start getting warmed up. But you're right, just to settle Gertz down a little bit. And there it is, could be
bouncing ball. Tillman, Kane to first for the double play.
And Gorman looks like a genius.
4-3.
Nice job by the Huskies.
Bottom of the fourth coming up. Eau Claire North will bat, leading 6-0 on Zaleski Sports.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Heartland Custom Homes is your local custom home builder for over 50 years right here in Plover. We are committed to making the process of constructing your dream home as engaging, efficient, and stress-free as possible. Our panelized construction is ideal for our central Wisconsin climate, and our expertise and workmanship give you the confidence to know that your home is in good hands. Stop in or schedule a meeting to talk about your vision and watch as your design takes shape before your eyes. You deserve the home of your dreams. Let Heartland Custom Homes bring yours to life.
We move to the bottom of the fourth here at Carson Park. Eau Claire North Huskies are running the first, 5 runs in the second. They lead the Menomonie Mustangs by a score of 6-0. Mustangs threatened last inning, but Maddox Gertz, the pitcher, got out of it with the nice 6-4-3 double play.
Okay, but Brattle, you know who's taking credit for that? Jack Gorman.
Yes.
Jack Gorman, the catcher, went out just one pitch before that, kind of settled Gertz down, had a little talk with him, comes back, and the very next pitch, they roll into that 6-4-3, and old Gorman was just grinning ear to ear.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It was like,
yeah.
That's all me.
That's what we needed. That's what we needed.
Exactly.
But yeah,
that was
and that's
funny.
in Gorman. He's a first-year starter behind the dish, and stepping into a really important position on a high school baseball team, because you're almost like that coach on the field.
Absolutely.
You've got everything in front of you. You're the guy that, you gotta see how your pitcher's doing. Sometimes you're positioning your fielders. You're calling out the coverages, all that kind of thing. So yeah, that was a veteran move by Gorman, and credit to him and Gertz for executing the pitch. And then of course, you got those veteran infielders out there, and Hesselman and Kane, and they made a nice turn and got out of there. So now they come to bat, bottom 4, and it'll be Hesselman, Jarzynski, and Palmer. 3, 4, 5 in this North batting order, and leading by 6. The Huskies, they can do the math. There's a ground ball right side. Owen Welch the scoop, and the throw for the outs. My point being that you can tack on 4 runs here. Now you've got a chance to win this thing in 5, but 1 down already in this 4th inning, and James Jarzynski will step in. Jarzynski has been on base twice. Scored last inning.
Yeah, he had the big RBI last time he was up too.
Yeah, he's really settled into his starting role and has looked really good, both in the field and at the plate. And again, Sparks, you've touched on this. It's a program thing. When you can just keep plugging in new guys every year and they're able to do the job.
Yeah, again, new third baseman. He steps into that role at third base, sitting there now in the 4-hole, and has produced really nice for the Huskies.
Pistol misses outside. It's 2-0 to Jarzynski. Snow continues to fall here at Carson Park. 1 week after we had 80-degree temperatures in western Wisconsin. But
yeah, shorts and T-shirt weather last week
yeah,
at this time.
It turned, though, in the weekend. Boy,
yeah.
it dropped like a stone.
And now we're excited about having hot chocolate up here.
Yes. Well, it's the little things.
Yep.
And we didn't even have to go get it. It was delivered to us. 2-1 pitch to Jarzynski. It misses up high. 3-1. And, Bistel was able to work a scoreless third. And, he wants to keep the Huskies right where they are and give his team a chance to get back into this game.
Well, that one just catches the inside corner to run the count full. But that was definitely one that Jarzynski's not going to be swinging at with a 3-1 count.
No, you can't do anything with that pitch.
Yep.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. And Bistel delivers ball 4, and Jarzynski's on for the 3rd time in this game. Trenton Palmer will step in. Palmer doubled in a run back in the 2nd. Palmer down the line, but foul. Just got a note on my phone, Spargs, updating me on the stats of Taron Vavra, Baltimore Orioles infielder and outfielder, and of course a Menomonie product. Son of former Twins and Tigers hitting coach Joe Vavra, and one of several Big Rivers guys that are on Major League rosters. Runner goes, Jarzynski is in safe.
Yeah, we've had a chance to talk a little bit about that before and how you look back over the last few years and the Big Rivers has produced a lot of good talent, and by golly, they're showing up in the bigs now.
Yeah, to have, well, you got J.P. Fireisen, he's on the injured list for the Dodgers pitcher.
Alex
Call from River Falls, and then Taron Vavra.
You got Dalton Roach, who's in the minors with
climbing the ladders in the Cardinals organization.
He's at their Double-A. He got invited to their spring camp, actually, so he had a couple of opportunities there with the bigs, the big program.
Yeah. Kyle Cody from McDonald Central High School up in Chippewa Falls is starting this season at AAA Round Rock. He's in the Rangers organization. It just goes to show it.
Coming off that Tommy John, Oh yeah, you're right. There's a lot of good talent that comes out of this part of the state. And again, Wisconsin's kind of making a name for itself now too, of producing quality baseball players.
Lifted in the air left side with the third baseman, and it drops. Jarzynski is headed to third, and he's out. So good hustle by the Mustangs to get one out there. So, and Palmer did a nice job, too, watching that play develop. So he had the single, then it just advanced when that throw came into third. So now 2 down here in the Huskies' half of the fourth. Runner at scoring position for Chase Watkins.
Yeah, that's a real tough play there for James Jarzynski. He's sitting at second base. You got that pop-up out there, and he's like, well, I can't get too far off because obviously if they catch it, I got to get back. And so he's got a little bit of a shorter lead. Then when it drops, he looks over and sees nobody covering. So he figures, I'll go for it, not noticing that, hey, pitcher was doing his job, and he was getting there to cover the bag.
He came in, kind of snuck in behind him there. And I think those are the kind of things that Zach Sloviak and his Menomonie coaching staff like to see with a young team that, they recognize the situation and are able to get something positive out of a play like that. 1-1 now the count to Watkins. Right back up the middle, and a base hit for Watkins. Palmer gets the green light. He's in safely. The throw down to second, and Watkins is in safe down there. So another RBI by the Huskies. Watkins delivers. Solid base hit right up the middle.
Again, 2-out thunder here for the Huskies. But a great read there by Watkins. He got that base hit up the middle. He knew there was going to be a play at home. And so as he's rounding first, he's trying to check the path or the flight of that baseball. And it was well over the cutoff's head. So he just kept on running and got into second base. So a good read by him to get into scoring position with 2 outs.
So now it's Watkins out at second. Jack Gorman at the plate. 1 run in here. Bottom 4. 7-0. There's a line drive.
Shot
to right center, and that's down. Green light at third. Here comes the throw coming in. Play at the plate. He's out.
Good throw.
Great relay by the Mustangs. Cutting down Watkins at home plate.
Hoff with a great toss from center field. Right on the mark. Cuts him down at home.
Huskies do score a run, and after 4 complete, they lead it by a score of 7-0. Menomonie coming to bat when we return on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
We move to the fifth inning here at Carson Park. The game is moving along nicely, I should say. Menomonie coming to bat, trailing 7-0. Mustangs will have 8, 9, and 1. Hitting this inning, Parker Verdon, James Hoff, Trey Witt, the scheduled hitters against the right-hander Maddox Gertz, who's out for his fifth inning of action. He's allowed just the 2 hits.
Yeah, real nice job through 4 innings for Gertz. Again, he has found the zone. He keeps pounding the strike zone and, make the Mustangs put into play. He's got real good defense behind him. So, they're just, Mustangs have only had threatened 1 inning when they had 2 guys on, and he was able to induce that 6-4-3 ground ball last inning to get out of it.
Verdon 0 for 1, grounded out to short. Back in the second inning. Fights off that pitch.
I think he swung to protect himself there.
Yeah, that's the definition of defensive swing. Gertz again comes inside. It's 1-1. Gertz trying to shoot that outside corner, just missed there, 2-1.
Just a little low there, eh?
Evidently.
Yeah.
3-1 now the count. And it's ball 4 to Parker Verdon, a leadoff walk for the Mustangs here in the fifth inning. We're going to get, looks like a courtesy runner out there at first.
Well, it must be a pinch runner here, Brado, because it was the first baseman there. So it might be a re-entry. We'll have to see what happens there. But 24, Rex Drought. Yep.
We can assume Drought has wheels because he's a running back on Mustangs football team, coached by Mike Sins. So for the third time this game, the Mustangs, actually the fourth time this game, the Mustangs have put the first batter of the inning on base. Drought gets his lead over at first. James Huff is the hitter, number 9 in the order. Bounced out to second, back in the third.
You know, as you say, that's the fourth time they've started the inning with a guy on, and each time it's been a walk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and 1 the count on Huff. Bouncing ball left side, base hit. Mustangs have something going here in their half of the fifth inning, and we move back to the top of the order and Trayson Witt.
Yeah, how about that? Bottom of the order, getting on, setting the table for the top. Just exactly what the Mustangs were looking for.
And we talked earlier in the game about the Huskies and what they were able to do second time through the order. Now for the Mustangs, it's their third time. facing the right-hander Maddox Gertz. Gertz looking for that ground ball here. Big hat by Witt. 0-1 the count.
Mustangs staying aggressive in the box. They're up there ready to get after it. You know, there's, like you talked about, a lot of noise out of the dugout. They're trying to stay in this thing, down 7-0.
Well, and I think they can remember Tuesday when they were just back and forth with these same Huskies, and it, you know, sometimes, you know, the old saying in baseball just takes one. Right back at us.
Gabby was no help on that Brado.
Well,
She
you know,
didn't even move to
because
protect
the
us.
ball was not going towards her window.
Well, she's got to lay out to protect us, doesn't she?
Hey,
She's
I had my left
Did you
hand
have
up.
it? You were ready?
Sparks. I was there to protect you.
I was bailing.
You know, this is
I'm
a
not
web
fooling
stream, so we have faces for TV now, not just radio.
Oh,
It's a
shot to
hard hit
center.
ball to center. Trenton Palmer going back. He makes the catch. Lead runner advancing.
Boy, I thought that had a lot more distance
Yeah,
on
I
it than
did
it
too.
did.
So Rex Strout able to move up on that long sac fly by Trey Witt.
Huskies doing a nice job of cutting that throw off into the infield and making sure they keep him at first and third. They want to keep that double play in order. Again, you're up 7-0, so that runner at third really doesn't mean a lot. You got to make sure you keep that second base open so you can turn the double play.
So Rex Strout over at third. James Hoff, he's on the move. The throw! Thought they would have had him, but Kane just couldn't hold on.
Yeah, quick trying to get
base.
that quick tag down and just came out of his glove. Perfect throw right there by Gorman. Put it right on the bag. And they would have gotten the out and would have not had that run score on that one.
One strike, the count, one out. Bouncing ball, ruled foul. So 2 strikes on Owen Welch.
You know, and that's exactly the right play there for the Huskies. You're up 7-0, and they're trying to steal that guy first and second. You're just getting that out.
Yeah,
If
you
they
want
want
out.
to give you that.
Yep.
You'll take the out. We'll give up the run.
Swing and a miss. Gertz records the strikeout.
Nice breaking pitch from Gertz right there. Like you said, gets that big out.
So now Kane Johnson, the number 3 hitter, steps in with the chance to pull his team a little closer.
Yeah, he's looking to change momentum here. He gets a base knock, get a couple of runs, and that could really lift his team.
Well, and if you're Menomonie, you know, step one, you want to get, you know, some runs on the board. Step 2 is you want to take that run rule out of play.
Yeah, you're right. Give yourself 2 more at-bats to at least try to see what you can do.
Bouncing ball up the middle. Hesselman has it. The throw in time. Mustangs threaten but do not score. Huskies will come up to bat. Bottom 5 leading 7-0 when we return on Zaleski Sports.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Bottom of the 5th inning here at Carson Park. Eau Claire North leading 7-0 over Menomonie. So the Huskies have a chance to end it if they can put up 3 runs. But Ben Bistel, since entering the game in relief for Menomonie. Hasn't been overpowering, but has kept the Huskies off balance and has just given up the one run. That coming in the 4th inning. Huskies will send up 8, 9, and 1 in their batting order. Nick Tomaniak, Ryan Hall, and Jack Kane.
It looks like the Huskies are going to pinch hit here for Tomaniak. They're going to go with Cole Rupert here to start off this inning.
Cole Rupert, where's number 9? He's a senior. He's been in the program, and opportunity to get him in the order and let him get his hacks. Huskies into double digits in the hit column. 10 hits, scored 7 runs.
Husky bullpen now is getting a little more serious as they're warming up down there as we're getting into the later innings here. And Gertz has thrown 5 strong innings, but his pitch count's probably up there pretty good.
So Cole Rupert, right-handed hitting senior, will step in. Rupert take ball 1 from Ben Bistel. One now the count.
Little cue shot from Rupert right there, a little head on that one. He's going to have to chalk up the end of that bat next time.
Yeah. And a right-hander warming up in the north bullpen. Rupert gets a piece of that one. The snow continues to fall here at Carson Park. A little thicker now. It's definitely evident if you look up toward the light towers. Rupert takes that one up high.
Yeah, this is truly the heaviest this snow has been all day. It's maybe one of those things when you're a kid, you come back and reminisce. Remember that game?
I remember that game we played in the snow.
And the snowstorm came all of a sudden.
Swing and a miss. Bistel strikes up Rupert.
Yeah, Bistel, good pitch. High and up inside. Got him to swing through it.
So now Ryan Hull will step into the plate as the snow continues to fall, which we'll probably seeing now on our topside camera here at Carson Park. A great vantage point to watch baseball. It's a view that never gets old, Sparks.
Yeah, that sure is a great spot to be, isn't it?
You got the pine trees out there in right field, the fan deck, get the football stadium off beyond left field and left center field fence. Just a neat place to be any season of the year.
Yeah, what a great facilities for these high school kids to play in.
Ryan Hall, base hit.
Hall takes that curveball right back up the middle. Good job of keeping his hand back and driving it.
On an 0-2 pitch, and we're back to the top of the order, and Jack Kane, who's 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles.
Huskies trying to find a way to scratch 3 across this inning to end this in 5.
And the action has wrapped up out in the Huskies bullpen. Kane, the left-handed hitting second baseman for the Huskies. Takes that one upstairs.
Boy, I hope they can see this on camera. You take a look at that right side of the infield, and there's just an absolute enormous hole there on the right side as the second baseman squeezed up the middle looking to turn two. First baseman's holding the runner. So Kane's got all that side to hit it through.
Kane will take that one for a strike in the outside corner. The center fielder, James Huff, is very shallow. And Lane Deutsch, the right field, medium depth out there and right and well off the line. Trying to defend that gap. Runner goes. Throw down. They got him.
Perfect throw.
Boy, Kane Johnson delivered a strike.
Yeah, Kane Johnson couldn't have put it in a better spot.
Surprised they were stealing there, Sparks?
Not at all.
Unless that was a hit and run, maybe?
No, he didn't swing, so it was
yeah.
outside stuff. But I just think, again, they're just looking for staying aggressive, looking to take runs on it. He hasn't thrown anybody out yet today, so he was just like, here we go, let's try it again. But Johnson was up to the task.
2-1 to Jack Kane. And Bissell delivers a strike, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the Huskies' half of the 5th. North batting and leading 7-0. They've been good with 2 outs today. We'll see what they do here. Curveball misses upstairs.
Yeah, I took a little extra off that one, so that one just left hanging up high.
Three-two pitch. Kane works the walk. So the inning continues for the Huskies. I'm going to bring up Brayton Tillman. RBI double in the second when he came around to score. When the Huskies put up a 5 spot, he's also been rung up twice.
Kane's now been on base 3 out of 4 times.
Yeah,
what a great
go
job
figure,
of the leadoff
right?
guy.
Yeah. Yep, go figure. Outfield still positioned pretty much exactly where they were for Kane with the left-handed hitting Brayton Tillman up. They're trying to take away the gaps, but giving up a lot of room down the lines. Tillman takes that one inside, 1-0. Tillman takes outside, 2-0. Sparks, I don't know about you, but I would like to retire the winter jacket for the remainder of this baseball season.
Yeah, let's hope
this
is it.
Is
Let's hope.
Is that a fair request?
Yep.
3-0 now to Tillman.
Looking at the extended forecast, it does look better next week. Up in the 50s again. So
it's going to feel balmy.
Yeah, yeah. After tonight, it will be.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to get the sunscreen out for that stuff, huh?
3-0 pitch. That misses outside, and Huskies have worked a pair of 2-out walks.
It's almost like the Huskies got to get the 2 outs.
Yeah.
Once they get the 2 outs in the inning, then the rally starts.
So Logan Hesselman comes to the plate, and he is the winning run. Takes that one outside.
Bristol's just lost his control a little bit all of a sudden here with 2 outs. Has done a nice job.
Hesselman takes that one inside, 2-0. Hesselman fouls that one off at the plate. It's 2-1. Got an off-speed pitch, but just came in over the top.
Yeah, he fouled that one off his foot. So he's walking that one off. 2-1 count now, 2 outs.
Kane, the runner at second. Tillman at first. Hesselman takes inside. And the count is 3-1. We're going to have some activity down in the Menomonie bullpen. 3-1 pitch, misses outside. And the Huskies have the bases loaded, and the winning run moves down to first base with 2 outs. James Jarzynski comes to the plate, and he's been on base all 3 times.
Yeah, 2 singles and a walk. But, like you said, the Mustangs are getting their bullpen warmed up, but by the time they get ready, this may be over.
Right, and Kane Johnson doing what good catchers do, which is go out and have a conference with your pitcher. Bistel had been effective in relief, but after getting those first 2 guys out, he had the strikeout. He walked Hall, but then Howell was thrown out stealing, and then 3 more walks, Kane, Tillman, and Hesselman. Now Jarzynski digs in at the plate. Takes that one for a ball. Huskies leading 7-0. You got the winning run over at first.
Yeah,
Look at it. End this thing via the run rule.
Yeah, Jarzynski hits one here in the gap. If he can get a double out of it, they could clear the bases and end this one.
Chopped foul. Yeah, you got good speed all the way around on the bases. One ball, 1 strike. 2 down, bases loaded, bottom 5. Just a bit low, 2-1 now to Jarzynski.
Well, nice job by the Huskies, though, this inning of just taking those pitches right there, the ones that are just off the plate and letting them go and not fishing, not expanding their zone. So, again, they're staying truly disciplined.
Jarzynski to center. Hoff moving to his left makes the catch. Huskies threaten but do not score after 5 complete. Eau Claire North 7, Menomonie 0. More coming up on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Gio Bassel.
It is the top of the 6th inning, and Maddox Gertz's evening is done. He worked the first 5 for the Huskies, and he kept the Menomonie Mustangs off the scoreboard, allowing just the 3 hits. Gio Basile is the new pitcher for the Huskies. Basile is a senior infielder and pitcher. So a good outing by Maddox Gertz, and we've seen him a couple times, Spargs, and Gertz he's been effective. He, for the most part, throws strikes. He's not going to be blowing the ball by guys, but he'll get the occasional strikeout and lets his fielders do some work behind him, and he's been effective.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he only has the one strikeout tonight, but again, he just always pitched out of trouble. If you got a couple guys on, he induced that ground ball double play, and like you said, he just kept pounding the zone, making the Mustangs put it in play and let the defense work. And the Huskies have outstanding defense, and so they've got no errors tonight. They're making all the plays for him.
Ben Bistel at the plate. He's been on twice. Hard hit ball. Jarzynski with the stab. Long throw. It's high. And Watkins can't pull it in. So tough play, but an E5. And Bistel is on base again. He's been on base all 3 times. First error of the game for the Huskies.
Yeah, he made such a nice stop on that hard-hit ground ball and kind of got up and gathered himself and just kind of airmailed it.
Well, and we've talked about it, Sparks, is that it's not just the pitcher that, may have some problems in the cold weather gripping the ball. Infielders, especially, you may not have seen a whole lot of action. Yeah, you throw it around between, when your team takes the field and your pitcher is warming up, you get a couple throws in, but...
Well, they've now been on the field for 2 hours, so there's going to be some chilliness.
Yeah. We don't know whether Mike Bernsteiner's delivered hot chocolate to each dugout. Kate Sorensen now the hitter for the Mustangs. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the second. Flew out in the fourth. 2-2 now the count to Sorensen. Basile trying to shoot that outside corner, just missed.
Yeah, he's gone out there now several times trying to see if he can get him to reach and fish one, but he stayed off nice, running at full count.
In foul territory, but off the top of the dugout. Watkins over at first, and Jack Gorman, the catcher, making a good effort. The count remains 3-2 now to Cage Sorensen. As far as I think it stopped snowing. So there's that.
And there's a positive again. Yep.
Yeah, again, we're going to find that silver lining one way or another. 3-2 pitch, and Basile misses low. Sorensen on with the walk, and now the Mustangs, for a second straight inning, get the first 2 hitters on base. Now Izzy Burt will step in to hit.
Yeah, 5 out of the 6 innings, they've had their leadoff man reach, so, they've found ways to get guys on. Just got to find a way to drive them in now.
Gio Basile misses inside and low. It's 1-0. Huskies looking for a ground ball here. Certainly willing to trade outs. That one off the glove of the catcher. Now the throw over Jarzynski at third. Everyone will stay put, but the runners advance on a wild pitch.
Yeah, a little odd right there. I don't know what the Mustang runners were looking at. There was simply a fastball inside that got away, and they all just kind of froze. Like, I guess they assumed it hit the batter, but they were not moving until all of a sudden the coach just finally yelled at them, like, let's go, take the base. And they almost got thrown out at third base right there. And then they were so late coming into that air mailed it into left field. He couldn't get up and score, so kind of a missed opportunity right there for the Mustangs.
Quick conference on the mound, and with that, the Huskies are going to get the bullpen going again. So second and third now, nobody out. And the count 2-0 to Izzy Burt. Number 6 hitter in this Mustangs lineup.
great opportunity here for the Mustangs with nobody out. Guys on second and third to try to put one across here to get this scoreboard off of 0, get some runs up, and get some momentum going here late in the game.
Yeah, and that's the first step is get on the board and then extend this game. Huskies had a chance. They had the winning run at first base in the bottom of the 5th, but just couldn't get the big hit to end this thing by the run rule. And now Menomonie a chance to get closer. Little roller, but foul.
Well, Coach Sloviak literally just told him to take a pitch. It's a 3-out count. You're down by 7 runs. You got second guys at second, third, and he looked right at Bert and said, "Hey, just take one here for me." And he was up there hacking on the 3-0 count.
Well, and sometimes it's like what you should do, and then all of a sudden you see that pitch coming down the heart of the plate, and you think, "Okay, I got to swing here."
Well, he'll
and
draw
Basile
that walk
misses
right here.
outside, and now it's bases loaded, nobody out for the Mustangs.
Well, again, going back to that last half inning where the Huskies had an opportunity to end this, that's why you want to end it. If you can end it in 5 and get out of here, you take it. You just don't want to extend the game and then give the Mustangs a chance.
Lane Deutsch at the plate now. Going to bring some runs home. And that one is going to reach the bleachers. Gio Basile, the second Huskies pitcher of this game. Maddox Gertz worked the first 5 innings. Now, strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Bases full of Mustangs. 0-2 pitch. And it's strike 3.
Oh, tough pitch right there. 3 good pitches from Basile. He loads the bases up and comes back. It was his 3 best pitches of the inning right there. Now he's got a chance to get out of this thing with just 1 ground ball.
Parker Verdon, the first baseman, will step in. He lines one to right. Ryan Hall over, makes the catch. Here comes the throw. And they don't send the runner.
No, it really wasn't hit deep enough. And again, you're looking at a 7-run deficit. And again, you've got a big guy there, but Bistel on third base may not have the best wheels, so you just can't risk it right there. So 2 outs now, and again, you get the bases loaded to keep the pressure on the Huskies.
And well played by Hull out there in center. He located the ball and then came in to make the catch. So he had his momentum taking him towards home plate. Huff hits that one foul.
Yeah, and he wasn't playing deep out there in right, so you're right. So once he got a good beat on that one, got behind it, and had his momentum coming forward, Coach Sloviak just played it safe and didn't want him getting thrown out at home.
And Basile is 1 strike away from getting out of this mess.
Yeah, Basile just bearing down now, doing a really nice job.
Oh, and Hoff just stays alive. Just got a piece of it, and Gorman couldn't hang on.
Yeah, let's see if Basile wants to expand that zone a little bit, maybe get outside, see if you can get him to chase one.
0-2 pitch.
There it
Went
was.
for that outside corner.
Yeah,
and
good pitch.
Hoff didn't go chasing, but yeah, good location. When you're up 0-2, you can try to expand that zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down here. Top of 6.
And he follows that up with a little breaking ball in the outside corner. So, again, a good sequence right here from Basile. He's doing a good job of pitching in here. Still ahead with a 1-2 count.
Yeah, error to start the inning, then a couple of walks. And a strikeout and a flyout. Hoff hanging tough at the plate. One ball, two strikes. Missed outside, 2-2.
Despite what the Huskies bench wanted on that one. Good holler on that pitch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they wanted that one. That one was outside. Lifted to center.
Will he get
Palmer
there?
makes the winning catch. Huskies playing some defense. They get out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Huskies will try to win it, leading 7-0 here at Carson Park. You're watching Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Carson Park, and Menomonie has made a pitching change. Caleb Ryan's the senior left-hander has come on. A.J. Zadowski started, went the first two. Ben Bistel pitched the middle innings, and now the left-hander Caleb Rhines will face 5, 6, and 7 in the north lineup. That'll be Trenton Palmer, Chase Watkins, Jack Gorman, the scheduled hitters. Bottom of the 6th. Huskies can win it here if they can tack on 3 runs. They had the bases loaded bottom 5 and made contact. James Jarzynski put a charge into one, but it was tracked down in center field by James Hoff. You know, you got to give the Mustangs credit in this game. It's a young team, but they're battling. You know, they're certainly there. You know, and you just look at that last inning. They're a hit away from, you know, making this game fairly close and putting some doubt in.
Yeah, you look back to Tuesday when they took the Huskies to extra innings, you know, and put a lot of runs up on the board. You know, tonight, unfortunately for them, they just haven't come up with that big hit. Every inning they've had guys on base, but they just are missing that one big hit to produce the runs.
So how many times do we see this in the game of baseball, Spargs? A guy makes a really nice catch out there in center field. Now he comes up to bat. As so often happens, I believe is the operative cliche there. Lifted down the line, but foul.
Yeah, he just plays such a nice center field. He gets a great read off the bat, great angle. He just chases stuff down and makes it look easy doing it. And that was not an easy catch there to end the inning with bases loaded. But, boy, just a great jump again and just tracked her down, no problem.
You know, and we talked about it, Sparks, for both the Huskies and Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's. They play on this field all the time, and it's, you know, you get comfortable with the sight lines and seeing the ball off the bat, and it makes a difference. Because it's definitely a unique park compared to all the other facilities in the Big Rivers. And there are some nice ones, but you just don't have the big grandstand.
Correct. Yeah, the size. Yeah, the size of the. Yeah. It's a stadium. It's not just a ballpark.
Exactly.
And in a high school, it's a full-blown stadium that you got to get used to.
1-1 the count. Palmer takes that one outside, 2-1. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Rhines that put one out there outside, and Palmer took a hack at it. You know, you talked about Palmer's defense in center field, and, you know, you look at the Huskies and really strong up the middle. You got Jack Gorman, who does a nice job behind the plate. Got Hesselman at short, Kane at second, and then Palmer out there in center. Yeah, you're solid.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of good quality games for those guys up the middle like that. Your defense is strong at the middle. You're going to be good.
Lifted high on the infield. Who's going to get it? Izzy Burt. Long run from shortstop, but makes the catch. Palmer is retired, one down here in the sixth.
Almost hit that into the Bermuda Triangle. Almost let that drop right in the middle of everybody, and a long way to go for your shortstop second base, playing deep in the infield there. And a good job, like you said, for Burt to come and take charge.
Chase Watkins now the hitter. And that was one where the pitcher just got out of the way and said, all right, I'm going to let my infielders take care of that one.
Yeah, that's over his head. He would have had to come down that mound and backpedal, and that would have been nothing but trouble there.
Yeah, and give Izzy Burt credit because he had to run a long way. And that ball actually wound up on the second base, or on the first base side of second, on the grass. But again, I think it just goes to show that, you know, Menomonie, the record may not look the greatest, but you can see improvement from last year to this year. And I think when that current sophomore class gets up there next 2 years, they are going to be a problem for a lot of the Big Rivers teams. 2-1 now the count to Watkins. A little different look with the lefty after
sure
the two
is.
right-handers, especially against this
Yeah,
predominance of lefties in the Huskies hitting lineup. That one misses low. It's 3-1. And the Huskies leading 7-0, and they tack on 3 more here, bottom 6. They're going to walk out of here with a win, which I'm sure they would love to have, considering they have to go extra innings to win in Menomonie on Tuesday. And they have a base runner with one down here, bottom 6, via the walk. Now Jack Gorman will step in.
Yeah, good at bat right there by Chase Watkins. Really swung at one bad pitch, and then he learned from that and stayed off that and worked his way on with a walk.
Gorman 1 for 3, singled. His last time up. Lifted high in the air. Who's going to get it? Ooh, it's the right fielder, Lane Deutsch, who made a really nice catch, and he and Hoff converged.
Yeah, it really was Deutsch's ball because he's cheated over there more towards center field in that right center gap, and he came in, had a beat on it, just got fooled a little bit late as it carried, but made a nice catch for the second out.
So we've got another pinch hitter for the Huskies. Number 20, Knox Weathers, who's a senior. Knox Weathers will look to keep the line moving for the Huskies. They've got a runner on at first. That's Chase Watkins. Weathers takes a strike. There's a certain irony that a guy named Weathers is batting in a game with temperatures in the mid-30s with snow showers. Rhines misses outside, 1-1.
Yeah, breaking ball, tried to go with that outside corner. Must have just stayed outside for him.
You didn't like that Weathers joke. Are you tired of me
just,
talking
yeah,
about Weathers? I didn't even get a reaction. Nobody. We got
just didn't know where to go with that one. You know,
we got three other people up here in the press box, and it's like I'm just doing material. And
6
nobody's
hours
paying,
later in the night, I just didn't know where to go.
Nobody in the club is paying any attention at all. Weathers, a high fly ball to center. Hoff settling under it. He makes the catch. So Caleb Rhines, the lefty, gets the Huskies retired here in the 6th. We move to the 7th inning. Eau Claire North 7, Menomonie 0. That 7th inning coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Who do we think for player of the game?
Well, I don't know, Brad. That's something we're going to have to look at here. It's been a well-played game. I think right now you'd have to almost go with Maddox Gertz's great outing.
I was leaning Maddox Gertz.
5 innings.
5 innings of scoreless baseball.
Really nice job there.
Logan Hesselman's been on base, 3 out of 4 times. And, you can always pretty much say Jack Kane.
Kane's always in the conversation.
Sure.
He went 2 for 3 and on base 3 out of 4 times. And Jarzinski had a good night. So, yeah, guess I just go back to Maddox Gertz doing his job of 5 shutout innings.
1-1 now the count to Trey Witt. The Mustangs looking to prong this game. They trail 7-0, top of 7, but they'll have 1, 2, 3. Witt, Owen Welch, Kane Johnson.
Yeah, they're where they want to be in the order. If you got to make a rally happen, let's start at the top.
Basile throws that curveball. It caught the plate, but it was up high. 2-1 now the count to Witt.
Yeah, Basile struggled to start the inning in the 6th, but then he finished really strong in the last 3 batters, so hopefully he's going to carry that over.
Left 3-1 now the count.
Yeah, left that break pitch up a little bit, I guess.
Lifted in the air to left. Here comes Tillman, but it's going to drop between Tillman, the left fielder, and Hesselman, the shortstop. One of those little jam shots, but dropped in perfectly. Witt reaches via the single. Now Owen Welch will come to the plate.
Yeah, that's always tough on a pitcher. He makes a good pitch, get in there, like you said, saws him off, and just fights it out there to the outfield, drops it in there for a single. And it's tough when you make a good pitch and the guy just beats you to it.
So Owen Welch, who reached in the 3rd with a swinging bunt single. It was the first hit of the game for the Mustangs.
And how about the Mustangs again with their leadoff guy on to start the inning?
Quick throw by Basile, and Witt's got to scramble back. Yeah, it's interesting, and it's a 7-0 game, but it actually feels closer, if that makes any sense.
Well, usually that's the whole thing. They talk about getting your lead runner on base, and good things will happen, and it just hasn't come to fruition for the Mustangs tonight. They get him on, but they just don't seem to find a way to get him in.
Welch hacking up there and follows that one straight back, 1-2. Trey with the runner at first. Nobody out, top of 7. Huskies looking to put the finishing touches on this one. They lead 7-0. Right back to the mound. Basile will throw to second for one. No, they say the throw pulled him off the bag.
I agree with that call, but Blue, that's the right call, I do believe there. That throw towards the first base side of the bag, and Kane had to come off to make that catch. Could have gone with a swipe tag just to make sure, but you kind of assumed he had the bag, but I think he was off. So that's
I'm going to agree with you there, Sparks. Not and certainly not the neighborhood rule in effect down there.
No, not anymore. Back in the day, might have been.
Back in the day, maybe. Now Kane Johnson will take ball 1 from Basile.
Have to score that on E1 for Welsh.
Basile up and in, 2-0. Mustangs have 4 hits. Huskies have committed 2 errors. Been a lot of walks. There's a little roller. This is going to be a tough play. Basile fields, throws in time.
Dandy play right there.
Nice play there.
Basile fielding his position, getting out there, getting on top of that little slow roller, making a nice, strong throw to first.
So the runners move up. Witt now at third, Welch at second, and Ben Bistel steps in. Saw Bistel in one of his previous at-bats rip one well foul, but had the distance to get out to that outfield fence. Just yanked it foul. So he's got some pop in his bat. And Mustangs looking to put a dent in the scoreboard here. Scored 8 runs against the Huskies on Tuesday, but lost 12-8 in extras. Two and 0 now the count to Bistel. Lifted in the air to center. Long run. Trenton Palmer. He makes the catch. Here's the throw. What a great throw. It's not quite in time.
Yeah, Palmer with a great toss right there. Great range again. Boy.
So 2 down here in the second. I think the Huskies are going to want to appeal this.
He does want to appeal to third. Now, the interesting is they already tagged him at home. So that tag should have qualified if he left early, but he's not allowed. He's saying no, he was fine with that. But I'm with you, Brado. I question if he didn't get just a little extra jump on that one.
Yeah.
But again, most important thing for the Huskies, though, is to track that down again by Palmer.
Get
that second out.
I mean,
he has saved a lot of runs tonight.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he's been outstanding. Well, he's making a bid for player of the game. Sorensen looking to prolong this game. Mustangs do avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Sorensen 0 for 2 on the day, but he does have a walk.
Number 5 hitter in this Mustangs lineup.
He's feeling that one. That one got in there on the hands. Good pitch right there by Basile. Boy, if I'm Basile right here, I come right back to that same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get right back in there again on the inside. Make him a little hesitant to really want to swing at something again in there.
Try to climb that ladder a little bit. 2 balls and a strike, 2 down. Huskies 1 out away.
And he did. Nice pitch.
Dropped the curveball over for a strike. Now North just 1 strike away. Sorensen just holding up. Count goes
good
full.
Job. Good job. He was ready. Just held up, and he knew that pitch was high. So.
Curveball just missed up high to walk. 2 on now for the Mustangs. And Izzy Burt will step in. Burt's been on base his last 2 plate appearances. Had a single back in the 4th. Walked in the 6th. He was retired back in the 2nd inning. Takes that curveball right on the corner.
Yeah, that's been his best curveball of the night right there. That was a big bender. Just froze Bird on that one.
Again, the Huskies strike away. Putting a wrap on this thing.
Yeah, Basile, nice job getting ahead now. 0-2 puts him in the driver's seat now.
Burt just hanging there. Got a piece of that. Another big breaking ball from Gio Basile.
Good pitch to come back here now is a high fastball. Try to see if you can get him to chase. He's seeing the bender that starts there. Now you just straighten her out and get a little high fastball.
Lifted in the air to center field. Trenton Palmer coming in and makes the catch. North Huskies win it by a final of 7-1. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for the Mustangs. 7 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors for the Huskies. North now 4-2 overall, 3-1 in the Big Rivers Conference, keeping place with the leaders, River Falls and Hudson. Menomonie drops to 1-6 overall. Mustangs 1-3 in the BRC. Sparks, good ball game for the Huskies. Once again, it's a lineup that you got a lot of hitters in there, and hey, you got 5 solid innings from starter Maddox Gertz, and led this thing start to finish.
Yeah, great start for Gertz. Again, solid 5 innings for him. Allows the bats to get going. They get a lot of runs early, 1 in the first, 5 in the second. So it kind of puts the old Huskies on cruise control the rest of the way. And again, the Huskies know how to hit. They put up 11 hits tonight and get 7 runs off it. So, again, all they need to have is that defensive pitching, and they're going to go a long way this year with their offense can put up runs.
Another impressive performance from the North Huskies. Coming up next is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or online, nasonvilledairy.com. The Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up next right here on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
It's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Hey, don't stop it. Don't stop it. Hey, don't watch. Don't watch. Hey, thank Maddie.
Bernsteiner saved as he brought hot chocolate.
Ooh,
nice. In about the fourth inning, which Barnes and I were a little cold.
Yeah, it's a little chilly.
Yeah. Our camera's way up there, so yeah, we'll be good. All right, welcome back to Carson Park. This is the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Eau Claire North Huskies defeating the Menomonie Mustangs 7-1. Coach Jordan Fish, we'll start with you. One of those games that you guys kind of do what you normally do is you get some solid pitching, good defensive plays, and then the batting order that just kind of keeps the line moving, and guys, especially second time through tonight. How did you see tonight's game and how your guys played under some kind of challenging weather conditions?
Yeah, I just told the guys that was by far our most complete game that I think we've played all year. I thought we got off to a good start. Maddox was a big part of that, and defensively we made some good plays, and then some really big two-out hitting. All 7 runs with 2 outs today, and that's obviously an important thing to have.
We saw you last week against Everest. You fell behind early, and then your bats got going. You put up 12 runs Tuesday over in Menomonie, and then another 7 today. What is it behind North? And this just kind of goes back many, many years. It just seems whoever's playing for the Huskies, guys can hit. What's behind that?
Yeah, I think it's the kids having a good approach. Knowing have an idea when they get in the box, and be able to battle and fight off some pitches and hit with 2 strikes, and put the ball in play. And that's what we're trying to do. We got to cut down on our swing and miss a little bit, and we're going to see some really good pitching here coming up, especially on Tuesday. And but if we come in there with a good approach and we shorten up and try to hit the ball up the middle, I think we'll be okay.
And you talk about Tuesday. Hey, it's life in the Big Rivers Conference. Whoever you got next is going to be a tough opponent. What are you going to try to focus on going forward?
I think it's just taking care of the things that we can control. There's a lot that we still need to clean up defensively, and I think there's some at-bats that we need to stop giving away, and if we have to play some small ball or if we can hit the ball kind of like we did tonight. We have some kids that are coming along and getting ready to go.
Jordan Fish, congratulations. We'll see you and the Huskies down the road.
Thanks, Bob.
Let's bring in Maddox Gertz. Well, you're going to get the ball today. You're looking at the weather forecast. You're realizing it's cold. It might snow, but how do you try to prepare as a pitcher, in your warm-up and mentally to pitch in these conditions and try to be effective?
It's a tough forecast coming in Carson Park. It's around 35 degrees. It's snowing, it's sleeting, raining. It's all of that. But I really think our teammates came ready to play, defense, all that. Infielders, outfielders, they all are backing me up, so it was pretty easy.
And when you're pitching for North, you've got a hitting lineup that's going to get you some runs. Does that give you confidence when you're out there on the mound?
Oh, no doubt. Especially when we put up how many ever runs in the first inning. We got a team that can hit, we can pitch, we can field, we can do everything. We can run the bases too because we're really fast.
Yeah, you mentioned the fielding and the guys behind you. Trenton made some nice catches in center. You got those middle infielders, Hesselman and Kane. You got Gorman behind the plate. You got Tillman out there and left. You get a lot of guys that can make plays behind you. You don't have to be perfect when you're on the mound and strike everybody out. You just let them make contact and let your guys do the work.
Yeah, no doubt. We got a lot of studs on this team, especially in the outfield, like you said. Tillman, Trent, Kaner in the infield, Hess at second. It's fun. It's fun with these kids.
You guys are off to a solid start in the league. You know, obviously River Falls is up there, Hudson's up there. What's it like playing in this conference where you know that day in and day out you're going to face quality teams, quality pitchers? Again, one of top to bottom, it's a tough conference.
Oh yeah, we got a tough conference coming up, especially Chippewa, Hudson, River Falls. Those are the top 3 teams we think in the conference. We had a pretty easy schedule this coming week, but we got to come ready to play, and we're rolling.
All right, so that's going to do it. Maddox Gertz, thanks for your time. And that's going to do it for our Nasonville Dairy postgame show on Zaleski Sports. Once again, the North Huskies win it by a final of 7-1. I'm going to have you do one more thing. Just say, I'm Maddox Gertz, and I'm Ertzy. How do we say that? I don't even know how we do this. Just say, I'm in the house. It's like what Kane
So my
did.
name, and then I'm in the house?
Yep, exactly.
I'm Maddox Gertz, and I'm in the house.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. See you guys down the road.